Hi Libra, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Chandler and this is your intuitive energy reading. I do post weekly for you guys. If you are a returning subscriber, feel free to skip ahead to the reading. I'm just going to do a brief intro for my newbies here. I do post weekly, so air sign Monday, fire sign Tuesday, water sign Wednesday, and earth sign Thursday. And what else? Oh, yes. So I'm not currently offering personal readings. If you would like to follow me over to Vimeo afterwards, we will go into the clarity portion of the reading. If you find this doesn't resonate with you, please check your moon, rising, or even Venus signs for more clarity. This is, of course, good for you if you have a sun in Libra, or if you're a cross-watcher with a Libra love. Checking in on how your Libra is doing. This is a great place, as I do often do love and relationship readings, especially sacred unions and twin flames. But this is, of course, a general reading, and it won't resonate with everyone, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Today we're going to start with just a few oracle cards, and then we're going to dive into the tarot. If you do resonate with this reading and you find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. I would love to see you back here next week. Fairies, please show me what I need to see for Libra this week. Please show me what I need to see for Libra in love. Please show me what I need to see for Libra in love. Please show me what I need to see for Libra in love. Snail's pace. Oh my God, is that not the truth? Things are going real slow, aren't they, Libra? But that's okay. Great things take time, I'm hearing. So be patient. We have number 22, which is a master number. Okay, so mastering the art of patience, I'm also hearing the art of war, is a gift. It's a very tactful approach to this situation potentially. Okay, so even though you may be going at a snail's pace, it is in that pace that you gain wisdom. Slow down, grounding, listen for the heartbeat of the earth, subtle energies. Now, I'm guessing that some of you could be feeling a little out of your element. Maybe there have been some significant changes. Maybe there's more people involved in this situation than typical, right? I feel that the reason some of you are going at a snail's pace is because your choice or this dynamic may be affecting more than one person. Okay, so you're sort of taking an authoritarian role by going a bit slower and maybe approaching things on a more methodical level. So that's beautiful. We're just going to set that right there. Let's get that glare off of there. Libra. Okay, let's see what this is. The Grail Fairy. Whoa. She doesn't come out very often, you guys. It's a 25, which breaks down to a 7. So the Grail Fairy. This is a very emotional context, okay? Whenever we have the Grail Fairy, this is typically my Divine Feminine card, as the Divine Feminine typically represents the Holy Grail. You know, think of Jesus and Mary Magdalene. The Holy Grail was literally Mary's womb, or, you know, the essence of life, the child that would come from the union. The Grail Fairy is fertility, the return of life, health, and life cycles. So if you're looking at this card and you're like, I feel that, it's probably because you're getting more in touch with your Divine Feminine, especially since we have a lot of patience and purpose coming through with snail's pace. You know, you're looking at your subtle body, which is actually a very Divine Feminine essence in itself. A subtle body, subtle energies, noticing the intricacies, the details, okay, being very detail-oriented and being highly aware this week. But it's also a representation of what is to be birthed from this, what wisdom comes from it, or what you find in the process that is actually really fulfilling It's very nurturing, okay? And as we have a number 7, we're looking at an energy that is not found in nature. Number 7s are not found in nature. They are divine. They represent divine perfection. And so you sort of are getting this essence through this card is to trust the divine. You know, as this energy may feel very slow, it could feel like you're going at a snail's pace. Trust that this is going to work out in your favor. I like that. I do. I really like that, Libra. Really like that. I know that some of you may be going back and forth. I'm getting that sort of mental energy from Libras that, you know, the should I, shouldn't I energy. Okay, so just keep that on lock. You're doing exactly what you should be doing. And I don't even like to use that word should a lot of the time, because what should happen, what shouldn't happen in reality. Everything just happens. It all happens. Okay, so get that thought of should and shouldn't out of your mind firstly. And secondly, start to look at things at a higher viewpoint if you can. Not so intricately, but remember the subtle energies can oftentimes speak to the bigger picture. Okay? Yeah, beautiful. So we're going to pull an animal totem for you guys, and then we're going to get into the tarot, changing up the readings a little bit. Let me know what you guys think. We're not diving so deeply into the feminine and masculine energies at first. We may do that toward the end of the reading. Okay, we're going to start off with the animal and fairy energies to guide us today. Show me what energy animal spirit Libra is working with this week. Okay, this one wants to come out. Pronghorn, action. That couldn't be more opposite than what we were just told to do. So again, I don't feel that this is necessarily advice for you, right? I think that this was an energy that I proceeded to take before the energy was truly ripened in the deck. Now, I myself am a Libra, and I just want to say, you are so much the observer of yourself that you're going to be catching yourself going ahead of yourself, wanting to put 2 feet first, you know, knocking yourself off balance. You need to take extra precaution when taking action this week. As you do have a lot of confidence, okay, moving forward, you know what you know, and opportunities are here, just as the pronghorn energy would say, and they will lead you to success with some quick wit and keen senses. But I preemptively pulled this out of the deck. So this is that temptation to take action, to move forward, to be assertive. I will keep this just in case some of you are called to take action. We all work through energies differently. Okay, but remember, only take action when you are sure that it's time to act, because this card specifically says now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. So if you guys are led to take action, then this is absolutely your energy. But what I see for the majority of Libras is you are asked to slow down and be very methodical before you take action. Okay, so it may take you this entire week before you get here. And you could preemptively want to take action and not have all the pieces. Okay? Let's get one more. Let's get one more. After the energy is really nice and ripe for you guys. Okay. That one wanted to come out. That one definitely came out very heavy. Okay, horse and freedom. I like that energy. Okay, I really like it. You're working with the horses this week to provide you the freedom that you seek. Now, one thing about the horse is that it is very intuitive. Very intuitive, okay? Oftentimes it refers to a sort of Cancerian energy as it relies on its intuition and the flow, okay? The flow of energy, the flow of emotions. It does not act before it's supposed to, okay? Or it does not do what others say just because it's a popular opinion. It is in itself an individual energy. Individual, but then also a part of a very big collective, a pack, essentially, of other free-willed people. And so you could be finding yourself surrounded by like-minded individuals, people who also, you know, share the same sense of moral integrity this week. I also feel that you are protected as we see this herd around you. So the more people around you this week that you can kind of gather or be around is actually going to be of your benefit, okay? Because they are like-minded and they are strong in heart and will, okay? So that is definitely your energy, you guys. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. I like it. I really like it. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I was getting off of those cards. We're going to dive into the tarot now, you guys. So that's some really good energy. I feel like this could almost be considered the feminine energy. And this could almost be considered a masculine sort of energy. So if we are to infer that this is a relationship, we could see the dynamics, you know, taking place. Feminines could be waiting and being very receptive and intuitive, while the masculines are being asked to act in a prideful or integral manner. After the time is right, there's definitely an essence of time, okay? Knowing that time is of the essence, potentially. Now, this whole time my throat has sort of been acting up, you guys, so I would say that some of you may not be talking. Maybe that's why snail's pace is kind of like, you guys could not be talking. You know, there could be a need for a break or some time out, right? Where some of you may not be desiring this, some of you may not like this sort of feeling, but it is necessary. It is necessary. Because, you know, we'll get into it, Libra. We'll get into it. Please show me what I need to see for Libra in love this week. Please show me what I need to see for Libra in love this week. I have a cork board here, so it's not so loud for you guys. I know that I've been getting a couple comments that's like, it's so loud when you shuffle. I know, I'm sorry. Hopefully this helps. All right. Show me what I need to see for Libra in love this week. Show me what I need to see for Libra in love this week. Four of Wands in reverse. Now, before you guys get all crazy, know that this has already happened. Okay, and I'm very sure about this. This has already happened. This is a past event. Where you are concerned, Libra, you could be investigating, researching, or really looking into a reconnection, reunion, or mending, right, of a relationship. This Four of Wands is not the worst card in reverse. It actually means that there's success and happiness that has been severely diminished or delayed. All right, so it doesn't mean that it's impossible because it's in reverse. It does not mean that. It means that this has already happened, and this is the exact reason why your energy is being so focused, diligent, and conscious, very aware of the situation, because as the Four of Wands would show, there's maybe a lot of people involved. There's some people involved. There's some things that have gone on. It's been a long and tumultuous journey when it's in reverse, okay? So, boy, guys, let's get into it. Please show me what I need to see for Libra in love this week. Please show me what I need to see, Spirit. Spirit, please show me what I need to see for Libra in love this week. Okay, we have 4 cards coming out. Let's see what this is. Okay, so we have 5 of Cups and the Moon initially. Now, this is very Scorpionic energy. Scorpionic, Cancerian energy, We're looking at the masculine having freedom by taking action upon something. We're also seeing snail's pace and Grail Fairy being a very watery feminine energy. And so what I feel like is a dynamic in your week is that there's some illusion that is undeniably in your face. There's some lie that has come up. There's some secrecy that someone cannot deny. What I feel that this means toward the Four of Wands is that this is unfortunately the consequence of someone's actions in the past. This Five of Cups is emotional loss. It's a bit of emotional turmoil. It's heaviness. It's maybe someone who's crying and sort of sobbing at whatever truth has come up. You know, the moon is very deceptive, very emotionally manipulative. And I do kind of feel like a presence maybe within your energy realm, Libra, of someone who may actually really blame you for this, okay? They blame you, or there is blame upon these cards, okay? Because when we're talking about something as special and grand as the Four of Wands, you better know someone is looking very deeply into their emotions and maybe even the past, trying to make sense of some things, okay? So Five of Cups means change, and it also means that someone is leaving something or has a loss or something that cannot be regained in the way that it once was. Something that has come out from the moon is what it is. You can't change it. You can't go back. It can't be different. It is at face value what I'm sensing, okay? So then the Eight of Coins and Ace of Cups is another aspect and dynamic in your week. The Eight of Coins is potentially a earth sign, okay? Taurus specifically, also could be Capricorn or Virgo. Then we have the Ace of Cups, which is the most beautiful emotional prosperity in the deck. It's this emotional well-being, and your cup overfloweth. It is the holy grail of emotional welfare and well-being. But with the Eight of Cups, it looks like someone is having to do their due diligence, maybe some research or investigative measures, wanting to know the details, thinking very, very hard about their next move, working, maybe even I'm hearing behind the scenes. So they could be sort of keeping in secret about some of these things as well that they're finding or realizing or knowing now. But they're really planning with this Eight of Coins. It's someone who's looking toward the future. Because again, when we have the Ace of Cups, we only have to assume that this person is wanting something long term. We can't have the Ace of Cups in an upright position and not be thinking long term, because Cups energy is typically something that you put a lot of energy and time into. You devote and manifest and pour into the Ace of Cups the things that you eventually wish to reap from it. And so the Ace of Cups requires a lot of patience. It could require dedication. It could require very deep sincerity and emotional connection, which, if this was your previous week, or if this is how you're feeling in the beginning of the week, things I do feel like pick up. Things I do feel kind of like are more clear as you go. Maybe you're having to make a decision, Libra, about what to leave or who to leave. Maybe your partner is, right? When we have this scorpionic energy, it is transformation. It is something that is known, right? And so either someone is leaving something that isn't beneficial for their future, or you, Libra, are making a choice and deciding to go in a different direction. Okay, so there's two groups of you here that I'm tapping into. You'll know how you feel about this reading based upon this situation. If this situation is recent and you've had to leave a relationship because of infidelity, betrayal, lies, or deceit, third-party situations as well, then you'll know that this is you. But if someone that you're with, and this could be a twin flame of yours, is having to do this, then you'll know their intention moving forward as well. Because this is their intention. This is their intention. Though it's going to take a while, because I don't see emotional healing yet, right? I see this being a potential burden. I see this being a potential burden. Okay, so what else? Oh, the Sun. Wow, you guys, this is a really good reading. We have the Sun being the card of a Leo energy, okay? So Leo energy could also be Aries or Sagittarius, but this is a major arcana, which boils down to a 2. So this is about union. This is about coming together. This is about joining forces or seeing the light. It's funny because in the beginning of the week, we have this energy, which is very depressed, very sad, just sort of lonesome and very deeply emotionally reflective. Okay, so if this is the person you're with, they're very deep in their emotions or trying to gain a grasp on the situation, or maybe you are. But then toward the middle of the week, things begin to pick up. You could receive an offer, some sort of communication potentially. And then toward the end of the week, there's an opportunity. There is an opportunity for expansion as we go from, being very inwardly contemplative, and then, like these fairy cards would say, very deeply feminine emotional energies, going at a snail's pace, really being methodical about how you feel, how you wish to proceed, getting very real about your intentions, or they are, but I think that this is mostly the feminine, getting very real about your intentions moving forward. If you can hang, if you want this, if ultimately you feel that their intentions are pure, what kind of signs you get, what things you pick up on, it's all very telling, okay? So then at the later part of the week, the Sun, which is the masculine, and action comes full force through. So I think that with this Sun card, you could be looking at a brand new beginning, a new sunrise in some situation where it can be, very innocent, very playful. I feel like there's a lot of laughter associated with this, and it's almost like a madness. It's almost like a mad laughter. Like, whoever you're involved with, you guys could just share a certain insanity together. You guys could just share a certain knowing of this situation and how complex and crazy it is. And there could just be this enlightening moment where it's like, that would be us. Or, it's just, that's how we roll kind of thing. It's very lighthearted. So, let's get a little deeper, right? We're going to go into the clarity on Vimeo, but I do want to clarify the moon. Okay, so we're going to reshuffle, reset. Let's go back to the moon. Source, Spirit, please show me clarity for the moon. Please show me clarity for the moon. Please show me clarity for the moon. The moon doesn't, it's something there that's just like, it doesn't want to be shown. Maybe this has already happened or transpired. This could be in your life or your lover's life, remember. But with the moon, it's in reverse, and so something has come out, and it really didn't want to come out. It really didn't want to be known. Ace of Coins? So Libra, I think that this actually could be really good for you. This is a bit of a victory because this is presenting an entirely new level of opportunity, foundation, stability, commitment, contentment, security, abundance. I mean, you name it. This is a really good card. But then to clarify with the moon and the Five of Cups, I think that what this is showing us is that it had to be done. It had to be done. Whatever loss or sort of depression or grievance you're feeling, it's so that you can open new doors that actually are much more secure, very real and tangible in your future. One thing that I think the moon often presents is almost like a dream-like fantastical energy, like you and your twin may dream together, right? And there could be other people involved in this as well. There could be third-party situations that are exposing themselves. But it's getting back to reality. It's like getting back to reality. Whatever was being experienced was not in touch. It really wasn't in touch. And even the feelings associated with this energy, I'm feeling, are very immature. They're very stuck in the past, or stuck in illusion, sort of a fantasy. So it's not very real. But with the Ace of Coins, there is some very real energies coming through after all. Very real offers coming through after all. And what I will say, if this is your twin, or if this is your person, I'm coming through with an offer, or maybe thinking about starting again with someone, I feel like this is true regret coming through this energy. True regret of the past, seeing clearly, maybe having a lot of burdensome ideas about what has gone on, but not a full version or understanding of it either. Right? So it's the Ace of Coins representing in simple that this person may approach you in a very tangible way, unsure of maybe what to expect or where it will go, but it is a solid offer. It is a solid offer, and I do feel like it is trustworthy, right? I do feel like it's trustworthy, okay? Let's see, again, subtle energies, very subtle potentially, right? You have Ace of Coins and Ace of Cups on the deck. This is essentially what I think would need to come your way in order to put this back up right. But I don't feel, Libra, that you're going to accept anything less than a very solid, tangible, trustworthy, long-term projection of intention. And that is a subtle energy. That is a very subtle energy. So let's take I want to shuffle first. Let's take a look at the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Coins. Please show me clarity for the Ace of Cups. Okay. One of the messages that is coming through now is that the number 8 represents karma and fairness, also equal give and take or exchange happening. And so with that 8 of Coins, like we were saying, someone's doing some real deep self-analyzing as to, ask those very important questions that may lead to the Ace of Cups eventually, like, how should I go about this? Where do I start with, Libra? Is this something that can be tangible? I need to know all the ways it can go, right? If they're thinking very deeply analytical about it. But I think even more so, this is someone who is in deep contemplation of what they want long term. So I think what we need to focus on is this Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups, please, for Libra. Oh. Holy cow. 2 of Cups and Justice, Libra. Oh my. So yeah, you guys, this is going to be a really good week for you. I know that you've been dealing with some really heavy, tumultuous, emotionally draining, manipulative, scam artist, thiefy, gunky, gooey, troublemaker, snaky energy. I mean, how many words can I come up with that are not actual cuss words, right? Like, yuck. Because it has been yuck. It has been totally, terribly unfair to you. It has been a long and painful, arduous waiting game, right? With the 2 of Cups, this is essentially someone recognizing your value and your worth, wanting to restore. With this Ace of Cups, it's really undeniable, you guys. With the Ace of Cups, it is the restoration of something that will prove to be a very wise decision in the long run, and a very fruitful union, very emotionally compatible union. But I think that in essence, Libra, you've had to sort of show up in a really aggressive way to get this to happen. If this is a wake-up call for someone, it was a rude awakening. And it's going to be a rude awakening. And I think that that's what this Eight of Coins is. This person is in preparation of what other curveballs Libra may throw at them, or they could be in preparation of the long haul, which, you know, Libra, it can be a crazy ride. Okay, so we're looking at, you know, someone realizing your worth, Libra, and that at the end of the day, you do keep things very interesting. You do keep things very interesting. And so they're not going to be bored with you. They're not going to be bored, and they actually share such a deep intimacy with you that they are just now sort of unlocking, right? Because the Two of Cups is very innocent. It is very innocent. But when we see Justice, it's like this is probably going to happen, you know, maybe over the next weeks or months, that there will be justice of this situation. Okay, there will be justice of this situation. You're going to make things right, or they're going to make things right, and start to reciprocate that love, right? So beautiful. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely very clear. And then we have the Sun. Libra. Yes. Okay, so much yes. So one thing that I'm being told to mention is that the time frame, right? Because we're looking at action, we're looking at freedom, snail's pace, holy grail, all of that good stuff. There's a time frame on this, which is also providing a sort of pressured situation for whatever this transition is. And I know you really want to know the date, Libra. And I know they really want to know the date, Libra. But I'm not sure if that's information that is totally necessary, maybe until an offer is made. Because if an offer is not made, or if they're not intentionally committed, or, you know, if they're not planning on being in your life for a long time, then the second awakening for them really doesn't matter, right? So it's something that is literally, as this Sun would show, sort of up in the air, but it's coming in Leo season. Okay, so we're looking at a very specific energy to follow the completion of this cycle, to bring maybe a second awakening for the two of you, maybe a divine union for the two of you, a grand opportunity to move forward and make progress. Okay, so I really, really like this energy. If you guys would like to clarify with me on Vimeo, please follow me over there. Otherwise, Libra, I think that you guys are going to have an amazing week. I know that it's going to start out a little rocky. There could still be a few issues surrounding lies and deception, maybe involving a water sign, maybe involving a fire sign, maybe both. Or, you know, it could be that you're having to let go of something so that you can usher in new for yourself as well. Okay, so either way, be patient with yourself, be extremely in your element, and be very intuitive as well. Trust your instincts, trust your intuition, trust what you're seeing. And allow the universe to come to you when appropriate action is needing to be taken. Okay, you're going to be very highly intuitive, very, very highly in your element. Okay, I'm hearing best dressed. You're going to be best dressed for this occasion whenever it happens. So just know that and take your time getting there. It's sort of this process that's exciting. So make it exciting. Again, have a lot of fun with this because it's going to be good. And enjoy your week, Libra. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.